are delighted to be joined here today with Annie Buckley, who is the PR manager at the Ritz-Carlton Dubai, to learn a little bit about Annie's past experience, because while currently in a PR role, I believe Annie has quite an interesting background that she's going to share with us. So can you tell me, Annie, I suppose initially you had told me you did your studies in what area?
I studied in University College Cork. I did a Bachelor of Arts, so English and Geography were my two subjects.
Right.
And then that was a 3-year course, and I decided to stay on another year and do a Master's in Sustainable Development. So studying how we can grow economically but still without harming the environment, basically.
Fascinating. So having learned that Annie actually holds a Master's in Sustainable Development and is currently holding the role as the PR manager in the Ritz-Carlton Dubai, we'd like to learn, I suppose, Annie, as to in the interim, what path you've taken that has allowed you to arrive at this position.
Okay, I was finishing my dissertation at university, and there was a work fair in my city of Cork, and the Ritz-Carlton were there and looking for people to go to the States for 6 months just as a temporary job, to give an experience. So I said, why not? I signed up, interviewed, got a job as one of the restaurant servers in the Ritz-Carlton Bachelor Gulch, which is in Colorado. Stayed there for 6 months, had a fabulous time, and discovered that I really liked to work for the company. Their philosophy and everything suited me and my work. So asked them, well, where else can I go if I can't stay here? And they said, well, what about the Middle East? I said, okay, send me to Dubai, and off I came to the desert. And stayed in F&B, worked in the lobby lounge as a server there for a year. But we have a training program in the company, so after 6 months you can train in any other department that you wish in your spare time if you have an interest in something else, which I did. And I went to PR because I like to write, and there's a lot of
in
in university. So did that for 6 months, and then I was lucky enough to have a job opportunity in PR in the Ritz in Qatar. So applied for that and went there for a year. And then this job came up, PR manager role, back in Ritz-Carlton Dubai. So I came back, and here I am 2 months later.
So we were saying you've gone from rainy Cork to snowy
Colorado to the desert of Dubai. Minus 50 to plus 50 in a year and a half.
It's a very exciting career path that you've had.
Yeah, I was very, very lucky.
What did you do your dissertation in?
I did my actual dissertation in hotels, how environmentally conscious they are, if there's any schemes within hotels that, you know, because it's such a luxury business a lot of the time, if they can mirror the luxury with environmental awareness, which they can to a certain extent. It's getting more and more feasible now, and as guests are becoming more aware, it puts pressure on the hotels to become environmentally conscious, which is a good thing.
Is there any particular brands that stood out that were, I suppose,
mainly
leading
brands,
the way in being environmentally conscious?
Not necessarily luxury brands, but lots of brands in Scandinavia, independent hotel chains. Scandic, for example, they're great. They have hotel rooms that are 97% recyclable rooms. They do everything. But I think that's the area as well. Environmental awareness was always huge in Scandinavia. So.
How are we doing in Europe?
Europe is good. The Middle East not so good at the moment, but is starting, and we have so many opportunities here. There's so much money in the region that we can really make a difference. I think it just needs to catch up to the rest of the world.
Do you think looking down that field is something you'd like to go into yourself long term?
Yeah, for sure. I would love to, and it's nice to actually be in an industry that you can make a difference, because of course it's like, as an individual with one house you can do a lot, but if you imagine a hotel, it's a huge house for many people, a chain. If you can make a difference in one, you can make a difference in many, so it can be exciting.
So can you tell us, I suppose, someone who is possibly looking to consider, for you obviously you found your career path in public relations, and what kind of things that you encounter on a daily basis, so if someone was looking to take that path, what they would be expecting to experience?
Well, basically I'm responsible for all communications of the hotel. So for someone coming in and doing the job, you're expected to handle all media inquiries, any journalist inquiries, photography inquiries. So magazines and newspapers are always looking to find out what events you have in the hotel, if there's anything special for the season, for example, during Ramadan, during Christmas. And it's up to you to promote your hotel using the media. So sending information, sending prices, sending events, photographs and getting your hotel name and your events out there to the public, raising awareness basically. You're also supporting the brand and the hotel through collaterals, so it's up to the PR to produce brochures,
Right.
to produce promotional pieces that, say, your sales and marketing team, for example, can give
Can
to
use.
clients,
Okay.
exactly, that showcase the hotel at its best light.
Right.
Also, website is a growing responsibility.
Does that fall under the role of
Yes,
a PR manager?
exactly.
It does. Okay.
In this hotel, in the company in general, PRs do some marketing, some communications. It's quite a developed role, which is great because you get a chance to do a bit of everything, not just PR.
Okay.
So website is becoming more and more important as people use online tools so much now. We've recently relaunched our website last year,
Right.
so you have to work to constantly update that, make sure the information is correct and that it's updated accordingly for F&B.
Does the
and
hotel have a
everything.
designated person, like an online person to specifically for that in Ritz-Carlton in general, or does it always fall?
It's always the PRs of independent hotels, but of course
Okay.
we have a corporate headquarters in the States because it's an
Right.
American company, and they oversee the e-commerce network.
Right.
So we would go to them for advice. They would help us if we need to upload content and things like that.
It's an exciting role, I think, for people possibly who are into the online world and possibly hotels and trying to coordinate that.
Yes, very much so.
Probably an evolving role as well.
Definitely, it's just becoming so important. Everybody now wants soft copies of everything. People are travelling, they're not at home, and if you're travelling you don't want brochures and everything necessarily because of the weight and everything, and it's just an easy way to get information because anywhere in the world that you are you can click in and it's all there.
It's there for you.